you watched my latest vlog, you would have seen that I left Madrid and arrived to Barcelona, where I'll be spending the next month. I've made it to Barcelona! I'm staying in a co-living space here, which means I share my apartment with 10 other people. Yes, 10. I know it sounds crazy, but we have a lot of space to work with, and it felt like having a little family throughout my time here. I wanted to start this vlog a little early since this was actually a really fun and busy week for me. So last night I grabbed a drink with my flatmate Shannon, and this morning we woke up extra early to join a run club through Eixample. One of my goals during my time here was to be more involved in the community and meet as many people as possible, so I thought a weekly run club would be a great way to start and stay active as well. Yes, I looked like a mess, but honestly that was so fun. We even met a few other girls who we joined for brunch afterward. We walked the 45 minutes home to our apartment, and since we had such a productive morning, I took the afternoon to just relax and called my family in the evening. And the next day I went on a little solo adventure to Montjuic. So it's the first Sunday of the month here, and that means that there's a few museums and places that are free in the city. So I'm walking all the way from my apartment to the castle of Montjuic, and there's flags and stuff. But then from there, I'm hoping to go see Manac, or the Museum of National Catalan Art. Yeah, that sounds about right. And so that's the schedule for today, and then we'll see what else happens, I guess. So my plan changed just a little bit, and once I saw the view from this bar, I decided just to hang out and grab a drink, just admiring this beautiful panorama of the city. I wasn't really sure what to do today, so in the afternoon I walked from my place to Montjuic, and the goal was to go to the castle and possibly Manac because it's the first Sunday of the month, which means some of the museums and places are free to visit, but I got halfway up right to where the pool is, La Piscina de Montjuic, and I just loved it. The view and the bar and the atmosphere and everything, so I kind of just sat there and had a sangria for a little too long. And now I'm just walking around, and it's so nice in the afternoon and quiet and peaceful, especially on a Sunday. So I'm just going to take it easy for the rest of the day and maybe walk back into town. I love finding green places like this to drown out the sounds of the city for a bit, and it was the perfect way to get outside on this beautiful Sunday. Then I grabbed a quick metro to the Arc de Triomphe station because I heard there's salsa in the park on Sunday afternoons. My first weekend here was so lovely that the expectations were now super high, so we'll see how next weekend goes. Anyway, good Monday morning from my little apartment. I grabbed some groceries for the week from the infamous Mercadona, and unfortunately no one bumped my cart in the liquor aisle, but whatever, no pasa nada. And I got some work done before heading out for a really unique excursion in the evening. So this afternoon I signed up for a tipsy tapas tour to get more of a taste of the neighborhood that I'm staying in and the surrounding areas. And I'm hoping to try vermouth for the first time, which is like a, not fermented, what's the word, aromatized wine. So that should be interesting and should be a fun way to like see more of the city and get to know it better. I'm excited for this. I found this super fun tour on Get Your Guide, so I'll make sure to leave the link in my description, but what a cool way to see more of the city. Okay, first stop done on the east. We explored more of my neighborhood, Elmborn, admiring the gorgeous Gothic architecture, and got to try delicious tapas like croquetas, various types of pinchos, patatas bravas, and of course drinking copious amounts of Spanish wine. We even entered into the Basilica de Santa Maria del Mar since it's free to visit after 6 p.m. and the interior is just stunning. Honestly, not as bad as I was expecting. It's not like a liqueur. They don't ferment it for as long here because they just want to drink it as soon as it's ready. So it was not super sweet, a little bit bitter, but I actually really like the flavor pairings, especially with the salty patatas bravas. It was very, very nice. Well, that was super fun. We just finished, all had a group paella and some cava, which I absolutely love. So it was a great way to send it off. And I really like trying the different tapas and stuff from the city. So that was nice. I got to see a little bit more of my neighborhood as well. And it's just fun to spend it with other people as well. I get to know some more people who are visiting the city and what they are looking to do. So yeah, really enjoyed it. While last night was really fun, I was recovering from my food coma, so I decided to swap work in the morning for the afternoon in order to get outside and enjoy this incredibly sunny autumn day. My goal was to look for a new pair of running shoes before the shops got too busy, and I made it back by lunch in order to work for the rest of the afternoon. I can't express how happy I was to be here. This city means so much to me, and it was really starting to feel like home. Dinner was stuffed bell peppers prepared by yours truly, and they were delicious if I do say so myself. Wednesday morning was spent catching up on emails, social media content, and finishing up a vlog before the weekend. But by the afternoon, I was ready to get outside and ended up finding a little vintage shop around the corner from our place. So I'm actually meeting Shannon later for a very interesting dinner concept that we're going to try out. That's completely new to me, but I'm about to go on a little evening run before that happens. So yeah, I think it'll be nice today. Okay, so this thing that we're going to try is like a tapas tasting with a tarot card reading. Which sounds really interesting, and I haven't had that done for me before, so I'm excited to see how it turns out. Shannon found this place on TikTok, and I'm always down for spontaneous experiences, so here we are. We made a reservation ahead of time as they only do this set menu and tarot card reading on Wednesdays. And it includes 2 drinks, several delicious tapas, a main, and a dessert, plus a reading, all for 45 euros. The reading itself was actually really interesting. You have to have a question in mind that you're seeking guidance on, and the reader provides some insight into how you go about handling the issue. I really enjoyed seeing the process, and the food here was delicious, so definitely worth it in my opinion. Thursday morning was pretty typical, just working on a few things here and there, but I managed to meal prep some rice and veggies for the rest of the week just to make my life easier. Thank you from my future self, and I enjoyed this delicious and colorful bowl for lunch. In the evening, I grabbed a drink with a few of my flatmates at this super cool bar, which was actually included in the top 50 bars in the world. We didn't stay super long as the drinks were pretty pricey and we wanted to catch the drone show happening at Bogota Beach. They told me the show at La Merced was even more impressive, but honestly I thought this was really cool and fun for a unique activity on a Thursday evening. Finally Friday, and I started the morning by doing my laundry because I knew I would be having too much fun this weekend to manage it. So I've actually been very productive this week working on vlogs and other posts for social media and everything, so I haven't gone out very much during the day, but at least I've been doing things in the evenings with my housemates or, just walking around by myself even. So today's Friday, which is nice, and then I can kind of take a little bit of a break for this weekend. Oh, there's a cute little bird on my balcony. Anyway, but we're gonna go out for a few drinks, I think, because some of us are kind of new to the apartment, so it'll be nice to officially meet everyone and really talk to them, and then who knows what else will happen after. But tomorrow I have my second run club event with Ray's runners, so going to do that in the morning, and then there's a food festival afterwards that they're inviting everyone to, so I think that will be really fun. It was so nice that afternoon. I went for a little walk around the Gothic Quarter and the cathedral. I always love sitting in this little square, people watching and listening to live music from the street performers. Later, I went back to my apartment to get ready for our night out and saw these giants walking through the streets, which are props they normally use for various holidays and celebrations. Anyway, we made it to this trendy bar just around the corner from us, and of course I brought Uno with me to keep us entertained throughout the evening, which definitely worked because somehow we stayed at this bar for over 5 hours, but the drinks were really good and I think we'll come back again. So change of plans this morning, no longer going to the run club as it's rainy. But I will instead be getting brunch at Honest Greens to treat myself, I guess, which I shouldn't be doing because last night we went out and maybe drank a little too much, but it was very fun, so we'll see what happens today. Soup and bread was exactly what I needed to revive myself from the previous evening, and while the run was cancelled due to the rain, we did still manage to make it to the food market later in the afternoon when it started to clear up. We just got to the Forum metro station and we're going to the little food market that's happening this afternoon. So this should be interesting to see what kind of local cuisine we can try here and just get out and do something fun today. I wouldn't say there was a lot of local cuisine, more international dishes, restaurants, and shops from the area, but we really enjoyed everything we ate, especially the tuna onigiri. Oh my god. We just got back from the food festival and it was actually very nice. There was quite a few stalls. What was your favorite thing that you tried?
It's gotta be the cookies.
Yeah, the pastries and the cookies they had seemed very good. And we also got onigiri and she tried some tacos that seemed really nice. So lots of options, which was cool. Okay, it might be pretty loud, but anyway, we enjoyed it. It was great. In order to compensate for everything that we ate, we walked all the way back to our place from there, and the sunset couldn't have been better. It was just such a nice way to end the evening. Good morning. Anyway, today we're heading to Manresa. Anyway, a town maybe like an hour and a half away by train, which seems quite cool, and it's a little bit more like fall vibes in Spain, so we're gonna check it out and see how it goes. Natalia was nice enough to invite me along with some of her friends from school to visit a nearby town, and it was the perfect escape from the city. We took the train past Montserrat to get there and made no plans other than just walking around and seeing what there is to see. I'm a lover of all things Gothic architecture, so we decided to visit this beautiful church, and there happened to be a service happening at that time, which made the whole experience that much more magical. Afterward, we wandered towards the main square where there was a little street festival on for the weekend and a group playing live music from a stage. We found stalls full of organic meats, cheeses, honey, herbs, and spices, plus well-made goods like ceramics and clothing specifically from this region. Oh, and there were also dragons involved somehow? All that exploring was making us hungry, so we grabbed some empanadas for a quick lunch. And then we saw a booth with filled churros, so of course we had to try them, and honestly, I'm still dreaming about these. From the main boulevard, you can take the steps up to this park with the most amazing views over the town, with the mountains looming in the background. We were so lucky with such nice weather this day that we took some time just to sit and appreciate these views. And after that exciting little day trip, it was time to head back to BCN. We all attempted to sleep on the train back as we were so exhausted, and I guess we couldn't be bothered to cook that night either, so Natalia and I grabbed a few pizza slices from the shop across the street to enjoy on my little terrace. It was the perfect chill evening after a long week, and we ended it with a few games of Uno for good measure. I hope you enjoyed this week in my life, and if you want to see more from Barcelona, let me know in the comments, please.